Hey y'all, it is me still testing out these filters. I swear. Listen, technology, it's not that bad, you know. It's not that bad at all. It is me, the CEO's publicist, coming to you from the beautiful Trinidad and Tobago, coming to you from my office actually for yet another IG Thursday night live. I think I'm gonna continue this. I am digging the coming on live thing. I didn't know what I was missing all yet. Didn't know what I was missing. If you are new to me, I help you get the visibility you need so you can get into the places and spaces so you can show up and get seen and get heard so you can make the money you deserve. And of course, we're going to be talking to the beautiful and talented Keisha Rodriguez. She is the owner of Fashion Mode. She just jumped on. I'm going to add her. She knew when to come in. She came in at the exact right. And technology, once again, is going to bring her to us in 2, 3. Yeah, there she is. Ah, hey, sweetie. I'm
Hello.
just
Hold on.
seeing red, though. What's going
You
on?
cannot see me.
No,
I'm
I'm
here
seeing
like
red, though. It's my favorite.
clearly.
There
Okay.
you are. You
Okay.
look so pretty.
Thank you
Welcome.
very much. Thank you. It's been a while. Like honestly,
I
it has been a while
know.
since I've done a live.
I know. So I was saying, I'm getting used to this technology thing. I'm getting used to this IG live thing, and I think I like it. I think I like it, and I think I'm going to continue. But
Yeah.
tonight, it's all about you. It's all about fashion. It's all about getting seen the right way. So
Hmm.
we have Keisha on. Keisha is the fashion stylist to the stars. At least that's what I call her. She's the fashion stylist to the stars. And she helps you show up the right way. So, what did they say? Make a statement without saying a word. That is
Yes.
Keisha, guys. Yeah. So, Keisha, tell the people a bit about yourself.
Sure. So, well, firstly, thank you for that wonderful welcome. When I heard you say the stylist city stars, I'm like, that's where I want to be. You know what I mean?
That's where you are, honey. That's where you are. Embrace it. Embrace it.
But essentially, I am a virtual personal stylist, and what I do is I help professionals around the world to align their image with whatever their professional and personal goals are. That's it in a nutshell, right? And I do that essentially by either through a service that I call style therapy, where we really go deep into what influences your image and uncover any more messages that might need to be uncovered. I do it also through branding, mainly through branding photo shoots.
Mhm.
I see, yes,
You
I
have
see
a
the videos
fan,
over
I
here.
see. You have a fan in the audience.
Yes, she will know, she will know. Um, and then I have this really cool and interesting service called the Style Emergency, where, sometimes you have a situation and you just wish like you can have a second opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm like that really cool but professional and unbiased best friend that you can have when it comes to trying to figure out how to maybe put some pieces together or what to purchase.
Yeah. I did a workshop very recently, Dare to be Seen Introverts Edition, where I basically mentored quite a few introverts, and a lot of them, you know, they know they need to get out. They know they need to meet people, but they use their clothing or lack thereof as an excuse to not get out
Yeah.
there. A lot of them said COVID weight is real. I can testify to that. COVID weight is real. But for
Yeah.
somebody that doesn't have that that gift that you have? Like, what would you suggest for them to get started with their wardrobe and everything? What would you suggest they start with in terms of basics? They know they have to get out there, but they want to look professional and they want to be taken seriously. What are some of the basics that you think that they should start investing in right now?
Right. So, I mean, it's easy for me to just lay out like kind of the typical basic or capsule wardrobe, right? But if you are someone who's truly looking to brand yourself, I think it's important to understand where you want to position your brand. So you need to
Yeah.
firstly understand like who's the audience that you're standing in front of, what is the message that you want to portray, etc. So once you've uncovered that, so you may be able to answer some questions like, okay, my audience is fun, or my audience is really serious,
Mm,
and my personality is one that's kind of laid back and comfortable,
mhm.
versus my personality is one where I love structure, etc. And once you've uncovered that, then you can start with, I would say, just the basic outline
Yeah.
rather. So you definitely like a great outer layering piece. So whether that comes in a blazer, a cardigan, a
Mm,
jacket of some sort, you'll definitely need like simple inner pieces that could flip easily, right? Then you also, everybody needs tailored pants, okay? Like when it comes to your bottoms, please make sure that they're tailored, right? So tailored pants or tailored skirts, depending on your vibe, right? And great flats, a great pair of heels. And this is something that, I've heard many arguments about when it comes to heels, because there are many women I understand you either uncomfortable wearing heels, but I feel like there's so many options now. So this
mhm.
is right? Like you can do wedges of some sort, you can do block heels, like really explore what heels might look like for you, right? Because at
Mhm.
the end of the day, yes, you're trying to attract this audience and send this message, but that energy that you put out comes from you internally,
Yes,
right?
I'm seeing your fans in the audience. I'm seeing them.
Yes, my girl knows about the heels. Like, let me tell you, like, I hope that she doesn't mind me telling this little piece of story, but when she puts on heels, it's like a totally different person. It's like posture changes, attitude changes. She's
And
ready.
she's
You
already
understand?
so tall. Like, so the heels just really does something for.
Right.
Yes, Dana,
It
we are
really does
talking
that
your business.
for her, right? And then not forgetting great accessories.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I love what you talked about, tying it to your branding. I feel a lot of people overlook that part. They want to go for something that looks good or looks sparkly or whatever, but they don't take these steps to say, okay, how does this tie back to my brand? How does this tie back to my business? How does this tie back to my personality? And I feel like a lot of people know that they're missing something, but
Yes.
the thing that they're missing is so simple. You just need to take a step back and be like, okay, how does all of this help me reach my goal? How does it translate? I also want to add that I think that a lot of like I would compare what you do to what I do. As a publicist, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that they need it until they need it, right? And by the time they realize that, they could have been so far along with their branding, so far along with their business, so far along with their goals. So I would ask for your advice in terms of looking for a great stylist. How soon should someone start? I mean, I would say right away, right? But what would you say should someone what stage should they be in their business for to look and invest in a stylist? Somebody like you to work with them to help them reach their goals.
So I think your stylist needs to come on board before you even launch your business, right?
Mm,
Because like you said, we help you with the branding, right? And when you consider branding, your image plays a huge role in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I'm sure you can appreciate this color. And I know when you're giving people the breakdown or your clients the breakdown of what is required, I am sure on that list there's a headshots. I am sure
Yep.
on that list
Yes.
there.
Not just
Mhm.
headshot, but full body shots as well, because you need all of
Exactly.
those things.
Exactly. So when you think about just that first simple step, it means you need a great image for yourself.
Yeah.
And then if you are considering really putting yourself out there and taking up certain positions in public, then you have to also think about, okay, if these are the images that I have on my social media or my website, whatever it is, my different documents or whatever, then when I show up in person, does this match? Because I think
Mm-hmm.
that's where people get lost. So they may start off the business and they have one sort of look that doesn't really mesh with them. But then somewhere along the way, they realize, okay, I need to do a photo shoot, right? So they
Yep.
do the photo shoot, they get all glammed, but then that image is totally separate from
Yes.
what they're
Yes.
trying to portray, right? So bringing your stylist on board from the beginning really helps to have more of an authentic flow, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
Yeah.
To how your branding builds up, how your business is depicted. It's yeah, definitely hire a stylist beforehand if you can, or as soon as possible. And
Yeah.
and this is me just making a genuine statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have seen some pretty bad point and shoot type, photos that I'll be like, maybe these people need to call Keisha to fix them up. Because something as simple as, in my opinion, something as simple as wearing your brand colors. I feel like, people don't think about those things. How will it fit? How does it tie back? What image does this portray of me? When people look at this image, what do they get? What do they feel? Even if you're doing like a television interview or something live where people are going to meet with you in person, you want to be comfortable, but you also want to give that, aura of what do I stand for? If it's professionalism, if it is a creative, all of these things. I love what it is that you're saying about tying everything back, because people don't realize everything ties back there. Even the
Right.
smallest thing ties back. So, guys, we are chatting. Well, I am chatting with Keisha. Keisha is actually going to be at the brunch, the strategic power planning party, the brunch edition, right? She's gonna be one of the speakers, and she's gonna talk about the plan for having, you know, your look on point for 2023. We need to get out of our houses. I need to take my own advice and get out of my house. I need to get out there. I need to network, and I need to project an image, especially as a CEO's publicist. I need to project an image, and you do too for 2023. If you want to really bring in the bucks, if you want to bring in the money, you have to give people that air of confidence that they can trust you so they can buy from you. And the brunch happens on December 11th, which is not this Sunday coming, the following Sunday, December 11th. It's a week away, guys. So you can come to the 2-day virtual, which is the 9th and the 10th for power strategy and power planning. And then day 3 is the brunch, where we're going to have Dana, who is like living it up in the
Always
comments. Yes, we're gonna have Andrea. She's gonna talk about financial management. We have Keisha. I'm gonna have a whole host of other really great stuff. We're even gonna have someone who is going to be launching their very own fashion line. So if your excuse is that you have nothing to wear, between Keisha and the launch of the fashion line, you have no excuses come 2020. I have no excuses come 2023 to leave my house. I have zero excuses to make that money. So, Keisha, we just want to give people a snippet of what it is that they can expect. And you have been really great in explaining how everything ties back to branding. But I want to ask you, you have gotten publicity before. you have shown up. You have been seen in a lot of different publications and stuff like that. How has that been for your business? What has that done? That being able to show up, especially having the stylist in you to really show up the way you want to. How has that affected your business?
Oh, wow. I mean, it has been incredible because, to be honest, people see me now, but I always remind myself about where I came from because although, yes, I'm known as a stylist and I tend to be out there and I will show my face, like I much prefer to be behind the scenes, right?
Don't we all?
Um,
Don't we all
and
prefer to be behind the screen?
exactly. And when I started my business, I did struggle because I thought that if I just showed my work, then people will gravitate towards me
Mm-hmm.
because my work should speak for itself. But what I realized is that people wanted to see me. They kind of wanted to see that person behind the brand and the person who they could trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which then brings me now to these publications that has helped significantly with people trusting me, right? And I know that you will probably argue with me because when I say things like, oh yeah, like I had a billboard in New York and people are like, what? Oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah.
That's a big deal, though. Eh? That is a huge
That is
deal.
a big deal.
That is a huge deal.
Right? I'm like, yeah, like my work has been in magazines in France. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah. But
Do
it
you
has
guys
helped
see
me.
why I call her the fashion stylist of the stars? My girl has been everywhere, around the world, and she's sitting down here so humble, so modest, and she's literally been doing all the things. And I'm happy that you shared that because again, I feel like a lot of people they don't realize the power of publicity, the power of showing up, the power of putting yourself out there because you said it yourself, right? You thought that people would just gravitate to your work, which they did, because you do excellent work. You do excellent work. But showing up was the element that they needed to really know you and trust you so that they can actually do business with you. So that was like the missing, not necessarily missing element, but the added element that you needed in order to
Yeah,
really solidify yourself as a stylist. I'll keep saying it because it's true for me.
I'll take it in. I'll take it
Yeah, let's speak it. Let's speak it. It is what it is. So guys,
in. Yeah.
again, Keisha is going to be at the strategic power planning party for Brunch. Just wanted to give you a little teaser so you would know what to expect when you show up. Guys, head to the link in my bio. Get over there and grab your ticket. Tickets are going really, really fast, particularly for day 3. We have so many activities because my goal is really to help you build 2023 the way that you want it. No more struggle, no more heartache, no more headache, no more frustration. Just a clear plan of action as to what you need to do and the support that you're going to get from people like Keisha on how to make it a reality. So grab your tickets today if you are interested in maybe doing some sort of online transfer. Just DM me, message me, and I will give you the banking details. But be sure to grab your ticket. Keisha, this was wonderful. I
It was.
appreciate you. I just,
Same here.
I need to find a way to make you a reality, a permanent reality in my life. A permanent reality. Like, I need to be Kim Kardashian, where I'm like, you know what, Keisha, we're flying. You need to pack up. We need to go. That's the life I want. We need to go. That's the life I want to live. And I'm going to try, I'm going to live that in 2023. I'm speaking it into being.
Yes, we'll make it happen. Don't worry.
All right, sister. Thank you so much for joining me. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you
Yes,
next
thank you
week.
so much.
I have something special for you guys next week at 8 p.m. I'm keeping this Thursdays. I love these Thursdays now. I love it. So I will see you guys next week. And Keisha will see you all at the brunch. Right?
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.